is RadioFire.com. I go by the name of Diamond K. Thank you for joining me. A lot of things going on, and I don't even know how to feel right now. The unbelievable has happened, right? And the Indiana primaries have really set things up for the fall. We can exactly see where things are going. I saw that Donald Trump was going to get the nomination and be the what they're calling the presumptive nominee. I saw that in the making before it happened. And I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the way that it happened. I was hoping that the Republican Party was going to try to weasel somebody else in there, make Donald Trump disgruntled. He would try to run an independent. That would be nice. Split their vote all up, and Hillary could just glide in there. That's what I was hoping. That's not what's going to happen. What has happened is that all of the Republicans who were in the race, Ted Cruz, John Kasich, they just gave up today and yesterday, last night, and cleared the way for Donald Trump. So Donald Trump's going to have the whole Republican Party, maybe not the whole, but a good deal of the Republican Party behind him. This is a problem. This is a problem because his chances increase to win the presidency. And that's what we do not want to happen. Now, let me say this. Hillary's going to be the Democratic nominee. I think we can pretty much bank on that one. Now, Hillary is not perfect. She's not without her faults. She got a lot of stuff with her. This, I definitely agree is the case. However, Hillary is the lesser of two evils. If you have to choose between Donald Trump and Hillary, I think the better bet is Hillary. You have experience, pedigree. She's just better suited for the temperament. Her temperament is kind of off, but it's still better than Donald Trump's. Now, I don't think Donald Trump is electable, but under certain circumstances and certain conditions are more favorable to him than others. And going against a woman, he's going to say crazy stuff. He's going to say sexist stuff. That's going to offend a lot of women. But you have some men who would never vote for a woman just because they're just some sexist dudes. You know what I mean? And so those people may either not vote or vote for Donald Trump. So you have so many people that are going to vote for him for different reasons. Some people just don't like Hillary. Hillary is not the most likable person in the world. She's just not the most likable person. She has a lot of things with her that can cause some issues. If you're trying to like her, she just has some things about her that could cause concern. But the stage is pretty much set. Bernie Sanders did win yesterday, but it's just a matter of time. Long race, short race, Bernie Sanders is not going to get the nomination. Now, in my opinion, should Hillary select him as her VP? Yes, I think that she should. Let's go back to Donald Trump for a minute. Donald Trump was once dismissed as just a novelty. The businessman is now certainly the lead in the Republican Party, and he's going to, in the fall, he's going to face Hillary Clinton. That's what's going to happen. And this is a stunning set of events. Now, Ted Cruz, somebody who's probably disliked just as much, if not more, than Hillary Clinton, if that is even possible. So this face-off between these, two former friends, can we call them former friends, Hillary and Donald Trump. Definitely in the past, they've been friends, and I think that the mud is gonna start slinging. The name calling is gonna happen. Hillary has got to take the high road. If Donald Trump can be a bully and beat up on her, maybe she can win that way. But if they're going back to back, insult for insult, I think it's going to be kind of tricky. Now, I don't know. Here's really what's scary. I don't know how committed Donald Trump would be to truly uniting this very, very divided climate that we currently live in. Your vote right now is more important than ever before. And I keep saying this. Hillary is by no means a perfect candidate, but she is the lesser of two evils. I was speaking to my mother earlier before we went on air, and her and my father were talking about the possibility of moving to the Caribbean if Donald Trump becomes the president. I said, why are you going to move to the Caribbean? I mean, we can move to Canada. She's like, I never thought of that. You know what I mean? Canada makes a lot more sense. But if Donald Trump becomes the president, what will you do? Obviously, if you're voting for him, you're not going to be affected by it. You'll be fine. But if you're not a supporter of Donald Trump and Donald Trump becomes the president, does this change anything for you? Do you think that the world changes? Does the government change? Or are there so many things in place that he's not going to be able to do the things that he wants to do? The same way that President Barack Obama couldn't do some of the things that he wanted to do because one person can't do it. You got a lot of checks and balances in place to kind of keep this thing going the same way. And maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe there won't be any real difference. But wait, we're talking about Donald Trump. I'm not overreacting. He can just wake up with his toupee on the wrong side and then things go crazy. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Diamond K Show. And as always, radioonfire.com.